So hello, welcome to emadmaths everyone. So today we are going to talk about some other basics which would be covering around few of the factorizations concepts and also few of the geometrical thing which we are going to focus today. Okay, so let's start. So we have with us, let's wait for a few minutes. We'll be having some people who can join. Already in the call, there is one guy, which is Krishna, who is with me. He's from class 8. But yeah, see, 8, 9, 10, all these three classes need a basic. And I feel like if the basic is clear, then everything else will be automatically clear. Okay. So, okay. So, Krishna, you have just started your class 8, right? Okay, you are on mute basically because I have muted you, so you can unmute you. Unmute yourself.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So how did you find up this live from WhatsApp, right?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. You can mute yourself. I'll be whenever you have doubt, you can speak to me. Okay, fine. Let's begin. Okay, so I'll start with polynomial for today's class. Okay, so basically there are three things, three types basically we generally use to refer. First is monomial. Monomial, I guess this concept is very basic and it's from class 8, 9 and 10 as well. Other is binomial, other is binomial, and the other is trinomial. Trinomial. Okay, so what is a monomial? So if a term, suppose I have written, this is a combination of variable and a constant. Okay, so when we write something in terms of it and there is just single term, there is no separator. Whenever I say separator, it's kind of a addition or subtraction. Generally I call these two as a separator and not the multiplication and division. There's a reason behind it why I consider in future when you go through other concepts, then this separator would be very very helpful. Now, what is a binomial? A binomial is the one which has two terms. Suppose 2x square plus 3x. So it has two terms and basically they are separated by one single separator. So that's why it's known as binomial. And the third one is trinomial, which has, like, suppose if I write 3x square plus 2x plus 5, then it's a trinomial. Why it's a trinomial? It has three terms. Okay. Now, this thing everybody say that, but the main trick is here, the main concept is here. This terms can only be counted if they are unlike terms. So Krishna, so do you know about what are like terms and unlike terms? You must have studied in class 7. What are
Yes.
like and what is like and unlike term?
Uh,
Any idea?
like is the same and unlike is the different one.
Okay, correct, correct. You are correct basically. So, whenever you must have started in algebra or all these chapters, we have, suppose we say 2x plus 3y. Can you add these two terms? What do you feel?
5xy.
5xy. Okay. So, this is the very big mistake which all of the student does. Okay, all of the student does mostly when they go to class 8. If their base is clear, then this is what, but this you must have done in class 7, right? But still you are saying this as wrong. Why? So see, this and this are not a like terms. Why? Because their variables are different. Okay, yes, Sinchan, correct, they are unlike terms. Good. So they are unlike terms and their variables are different. Okay, so we cannot add them, we cannot subtract them. Okay, but we can multiply them or divide them. That will come to the later point of time, but for the time being we cannot add this term because they are known as unlike terms. They have different set of variables. Okay, if I write a some different example, suppose 2xy plus 3yx. Now say, Krishna, what do you think? Are they like Can you
No.
add them or not?
No.
Can you okay, no. So now you can add them. Basically, they are like terms. Why? Because you must have studied about the property that A into B is equal to B into A, right?
Ah, yes.
Correct. So it's just I have written x into y, and here I have written y into x. So basically they're the same thing, and when they are the same thing, you can say that they both are like terms.
Like terms.
And if they are like terms, you simply write the variable and add the constant. So 3 plus 2 is 5, as the Sinchan has written in the chat. 5xy is the correct answer. Okay, superb. Now if I when I went to the definition of these things, I said the terms should be unlike terms. Then only you can quantify them as monomial, binomial, or trinomial. Okay. Now I'll give you one example in the next page. Okay. So tell me whether this is a monomial, binomial, or trinomial.
Trinomial.
Okay. Now, whenever I ask some question, take some 5 seconds and think of it, see the question carefully, and then answer. Okay. When you take 5 seconds, definitely you'll get into a correct answer. Okay. So think of it. Why it is a trinomial? If I say no, it's a binomial, then how it is a binomial? What do you feel? Think of it. Are these all three terms are unlike terms, or some of them are like terms, or
No.
every one of them are like terms?
Every one of them are like terms.
Every one of them are like terms? No. Only some of them are like terms. Now, can you tell me what is a variable over here?
X square.
X square. What is a variable over here?
X.
Very good. What is a variable over here?
X.
X. So these two are identical, but this is not identical, right? You got it? Even it's
Yes.
not only that x and y are different, even x is different, x square is different, x to the power 100 is different.
Hmm.
Okay, it's not just the base of it. Basically, we call it as base. Even the power is getting differ. The actual set of variable gets different, and so that it becomes an unlike terms. Okay. So someone in the comment has answered correct. So what we can do, we can combine these two like terms. So what it will become? 3x plus 2x, 3x plus 2x. As they both are like terms, so we can just make it 5x easily. Okay. So overall, this particular question is now 2x square plus 5x. Okay, fine. So this becomes a binomial. Clear? So sometimes they ask in a tricky way. So is there some ambulance running nearby?
Yes, there is a fire brigade rally.
Okay, fire brigade rally. Okay, that's fine. No problem. Okay, let's go to the next part. Okay. We are just covering up some basics of it. Now next, 2x plus 3x plus 4xy plus 3x square. So what is it now? Monomial, binomial, trinomial. Think and then tell 10 seconds you have. Okay, don't be in a hurry. Think of it. What is it? It is a monomial, binomial, or trinomial.
It is a trinomial.
Okay, very good. Very good. Why? Because these two are the
They are the
same
same.
terms. Yes. So we can write it as 5x, and this is
5x.
a different set of variable, and even this is different set of variable. So this is a trinomial. I hope the concept is clear now. Okay, fine. Now, in your class 7th, or have you heard about midterm separation?
No.
No. Okay, fine. No problem. I'm not going to cover that then now. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead of addition and subtraction. You might be clear. Okay, so suppose there is 2x plus 3x plus 5x. So when there are like terms, you generally make it 8x plus
8x.
2x, which is nothing but 10x is total. I have just
10x.
combined these two as 8. And then now, what if the multiplication is there? Suppose the multiplication is 2x into 3y. What would be the answer?
6xy.
Very good. So what happens in multiplication? It doesn't matter it's a monomial, binomial, or
Trinomial.
it's unlike term or like term. Okay, it depends. It will just see that what are the variables, set of them, combine it. What are the constant, combine them. Simple. Okay, and in this one we can say this as a monomial into monomial. They both are monomial, if you can see, right? Okay, let's go to some binomial question. Suppose the question is like that: 3x plus 2y. Now if I say this, um, what is it? So this part, bracket, is what? Multiplication, right? Okay, now we can say that this is a example of monomial into
Into
binomial,
binomial.
because there are two terms, right? So what do you think about the output? Will it be a binomial, monomial? First of all, let's know how to multiply these things. Okay, so whenever we remove the bracket, this will become the
Plus 2y.
final output. Sorry, this will be multiplication. Let me remove it up 1 second. 2x into 2y.
2y.
So what happens? This gets multiplied to each of the term. Okay, because we are saying it as the brackets indicate that this has to multiply with each of the individual terms. Okay, so what happens? We will get what the value will come in these two places. Can you tell me, Krishna?
6x plus
Hmm,
2. No, 6x plus 2x plus 2x into 2y.
no, 2x into 2y is 4xy. Okay, because we are multiplying 2 into 2 is 4, x into y is xy.
xy.
Okay, now if you see here also, 3 into 2 is 6, but x into x is not x. X into x is,
X square.
so this is what we got the actual answer. Okay,
Mm,
and now we can say that this is a binomial.
binomial.
Binomial. Okay, so this is how we generally do multiplication of, um, like you can say, each and every polynomials. So I talked about monomial, binomial, trinomial. Something which is having more than three terms, generally we call it as polynomial. Okay, but for the definitions and chapter wise, they generally consider this as either of the algebra or a polynomial. Okay, fine. Let's go to the something next. Is what? Should we go to geometry basics? No, geometry not. Mensuration. Let's see mensuration basics. Mensuration. Okay. Now, do you know the what is the area of a square?
Yes.
What is it?
Side square.
Okay. Side square. Okay. And what is the area of a rectangle?
Area rectangle. Length into breadth into height.
Mm,
No, length into breadth.
yes, length into breadth. Okay. Now this is the basic thing you must have studied in class 7. Even the class 8, 9, 10 students know everything. Okay. So I'm just considering this thing as a basics because to have some creativity mind. Okay, so I'll give one question to you now. Okay, and you have know about circle also. What is the area of circle?
Area of circle. Pi r square.
Pi r square. An area of triangle?
Side into side into side.
That side into side into side. This is something new. This is not the area of the triangle. Area of triangle basically is half base into height. Okay, and this height is perpendicular height. It means that if there is this is a triangle, then this is not the height, only the perpendicular height, which is nothing but 90 degree. Okay, and the base is the base we are talking about. Okay, so these are some few basic calculation of shapes. Okay, these are the diagrams are 2Ds, right? These are 2Ds in class 8. From 8 onwards, I guess you'll be introduced to 3Ds diagram like cylinders, spare, cone, all those things. Okay, now if I have a question, there is a rectangular park, there is a two square fields, this is of suppose side 2, this is of side 3, and this has a length of 10 and this has a length of 5. Okay, apart from this everything is grass.
Hmm.
Find the area of grass.
Area of grass.
Yeah,
Oh,
grass or garden, whatever you can call. Okay, you have to find in. Chalo, you think of it. When you speak, then you can unmute yourself. Just go ahead. Think of it. If you have a notebook, you can think, but I don't think so. You need a notebook over here. Okay, you can do it by your brain as well. So anyone in the chat also can uh, find the area of this particular garden. There is a rectangular land which has two square um area which can be utilized for anything. But I have written the area. One is of having side 2, one is having side 3.
41.
How much?
41.
41. Okay, I don't think so. It's 41. Okay, you think again and then say. Sir, we will do only basic of different chapter. Yes, from this Saturday onwards, we'll completely start class 8, 9, 10 full-fledged batch. Okay, we are looking for some more students, maybe from end of this week or maybe next week. I'll confirm it up. How will we start it up? Okay, we are looking for some more people so that the class gets some entertaining. Okay, we're trying hard. Let's see how it goes. Okay. So these basics are just to make the platform or the 8, 9, 10th thinking better. Okay. Sometimes people don't get confidence in 2Ds and they jump into 3Ds. So I'll be covering important chapters, not all chapters. Okay. Okay. So you said 41. Okay. If you see there, the overall area of the rectangular field is what? The overall area of rectangular field area is equal to 5 into 10, 50. Okay, first square, the area is 4, the one for the side is 2. Okay, 2, the this one, the area is side into side, which is nothing but 4. The second square, if we talk about, which has side 3, 3 as side, it will be 9. Okay, so if you sum it up, it becomes 13. Okay, I'm not writing unit here, but it's just for the understanding. So out of 50, out of 50, 13 is the area of the square. So the leftover part will be the garden, which is nothing but 50
37.
minus 13, 37. Clear? So this question doesn't need any copy or pen also. You can just think in your mind as well. Okay. Let me go to some other part now. Now we have one rectangle which is 10. We have a semicircle over here. We have a semicircle over here. Okay. Okay. Fine. Now this is take it as like it looks like a football ground. We have D's in football or rectangle. Okay, in football there is rectangular D, but okay. So this has a length of 5 and this has a length of 6. Take it as centimeter. Okay, for the units part, because units are also very very important. Okay, now there is one circle as well in the middle. Okay. The question is find the area of find the leftover area, basically leftover area. Find the leftover area means the area, this area. I want to know the value of this area. These ones. Can I make it change the color to red or yellow? Yeah. So these area I need area of these places. How will you do?
First,
Sinchan, if you are there, solve it. Yeah, go ahead.
I will
Take your
first
time.
find the area of the rectangle, then the
Okay.
circle.
Okay. Yeah, find it out. Get me answer. So you are doing in your mind.
Yes,
Okay, okay, go ahead.
sir. But what is the radius of the circle?
That you have to think. But this circle is touching the edges, okay? It's like touching each other. Everything is touching each other, okay? So you have to think now what is the radius of a circle? What is the radius of the circle? What is the diameter of a circle? What do you think?
10.
Diameter of a circle is 10, no?
No, 5. 5.
6. Okay. This would be a diameter. Why? Because this diameter will be parallel to the edge of breadth of this rectangle. And also you can see I said it's a semicircle. So semicircle is what? This part is always a diameter of a semicircle. So eventually this is nothing but 6 centimeter only.
Hmm.
So now you got 6 centimeter as diameter. So radius will be 3 centimeter.
3 centimeter.
So pi r square.
3.14 into 9.
Yeah, so 9 pi. Okay. So area of one circle is 9 pi. If you see here, there is two circle. One is in the middle and this semi, if you count it up, it will become
2.
one more, 2. So eventually it will become 2 into 9 pi.
9 pi.
Pi r square is 9 pi. Okay.
Hmm.
So
18
we'll
pi.
get 18 pi. Okay. So answer would be 60 minus 18 pi. 60 is the area of rectangle. 10 into 6. And 18 pi is nothing but the area of the circles. So the leftover part will be
42 pi.
60 minus 18 pi. No, now you cannot make it 42 pi. Okay. See again the same thing. It is having a pi. It does not have any pi with itself also. It's not 60 pi and 18 pi.
Hmm.
They are not like terms. You cannot do that. See, most of the students do these kind of mistakes when they just get into 8 or 9. So Until they are having same units, you cannot subtract or add. Okay, so the answer remain itself, 60 minus 18 by. If you want to solve more, then you have to multiply 3.14 to 18. Okay, you'll get something around 55, and then 60 minus 55 close to 5 would be approx answer. Okay, this is the approximate answer I'm telling you. Okay, now let's go to some other topic. What should we do? Okay, so in school, what they are teaching to you at this moment?
My school has not started still.
Okay, okay, it's not started. So class 7th is completed. 8th session has not started, right?
Yes.
Okay, fine, no problem. That's cool. In 8th class, you will be learning about squares and squares root. Okay, you'll be learning about squares and square root. What are the identities you know about? What is the formula a plus b square?
AB square.
What is the formula of a plus b square? These are like common identities we called, right?
AB square.
What ab square? No. Okay, so these are the common identities. A plus b square is a square plus b square plus 2ab. Okay, you have to remember these formulas. Okay, in class 8 it will be there, I feel like. In class 7 it's not there. A plus b squares identities and all. Okay, in class 8 it will be there. A minus b whole square, which is a square plus b square minus 2ab.
Minus 2.
Now how they come, you can easily find out. A plus b into a plus b, this is nothing but a plus b whole square, right? It means, so if you multiply this, both are binomials. If you multiply, you will get this thing only. I'll just show you a example. A plus b into a plus b. So a into a plus b, this plus will come here, plus this b into a plus b. So this become a square plus ab plus ba plus b square. These two are like terms or unlike terms?
Like
Like terms. So you can add. So it has a 1 with itself, it has a 1 with itself. So it becomes 2ab plus b square.
2 plus B square.
This is how this identity came into picture. And now it's called, generally, these are the formulas used in algebra for expansion, for factorizations. Okay, or for all this, these are the basics. Okay, a plus b whole square, a minus b square. After this, there is other formulas. Cube also is there, but okay, it's very start for you, so I'm not discussing those things. Okay, now let's just have a look into a plus b whole square. I'll write the formula. Okay, if you have something, suppose x plus 3 whole square. So what is a here? What is b here? What
Can
is
I
a
repeat?
here? What is a here? What is b here?
A is x and B is 3.
Very good. So in place of a, I will write x square. In
X
place of,
square plus 3 square plus 2x plus 3.
no
Into
plus,
into
because 2ab means they are all combined with each other multiplication. Eh, suppose a into b into c, we write abc together. It means they are connected with the multiplication.
multiplication.
Okay, a into b into c. So this will become ab square c. Okay, because there are two b's, so b square, a and c is at this place. Okay, so when we solve it up, we get x square plus 9 plus 6x.
Plus 6x.
Okay, this is the very basic identities. Okay, for this particular equation. Now there is similarly a minus b square. So if I write x minus 2 whole square, it will be how it will be written. Tell me now. The formula is a square plus b square
X
minus
square
2ab.
x
Okay,
square plus 2 square
okay,
minus 2ab.
2ab. 2 into x into
2 into x into 2
2. Good. So this become x square plus 4
plus
minus
4
4x.
minus 4x.
Okay, this is how we generally expand. Okay, the one of the most common mistakes what people also do is in taking commons. Suppose I have written 2x square plus 3xy plus 4x plus 5. Okay, okay, what is common between these two terms?
X. No, nothing is common.
X is common, right? If you see here, this is nothing but what? In reality, this is 2
Unlike
into x plus 3 into x into y. Okay. So if you see, there is one x common.
hmm,
There is nothing else common. So we can take x common. So what is left inside? 2x.
2x
Then plus.
plus
Then
3y.
3y. So this is how we take common. Okay. Even class 8, class 10 student does mistake in taking common. So that's why I'm covering all these basics. Okay. Now what is common between these two?
X.
Okay, x. So what we left is 4 plus 5x.
4 plus 5.
Now if I write this 4a square b square c plus 6a square bc square plus 2abc square. What is common between all these three? What are the terms that
AB.
are common?
AB.
A, B.
AB is common between 4a square b square c and 6a square b square a square b c square.
So I am asking in all these three terms, what are the common part you can see?
ABC
A, B, C. What else?
square.
What square? See, whenever you take common, this is the again this is one more mistake which most of the student does. Whenever you take common, first of all, you forget about these terms. Okay, these terms are the constant part. You can take them later. First of all, you see what is the highest power of each of them. Okay, so C has a power of 1 here, right?
Hmm.
C is 2 here, C is 2 here. So the lowest power is always the one which you take common.
Hmm.
Okay. Again, for B also, if you see here, B is having 2, here B is having 1, here B is having 1. So we'll take just single B. Again, for A also, here A is 1, so which is lowest. Now out of 4, 6 and 2, what can you take common? 4 is 2 into 2, 6 is 2 into 3, and 2 is 2 into 1. What is a common term you can see here?
2.
2. Perfect. So you can take 2 common because when you take 2 common, here this will be left as it is, this will be left as it is, and this will be left like 1 as it is. Okay. So this is how we take common.
Hmm.
Okay. Basically, if you see here, 4, 6, 2, if you know how to find out LCM, you will see this is the actual common term. Okay. If you do all commons together. Clear? Fine. So I guess we have covered a lot of basics. Uh, you might be having monomial, binomial in class 9. I
Yes.
have I don't think so. It's in class 8, but that's very good that you understand that these things in class 8 itself. There is
Yes.
no
In our school,
big
it's
deal.
done in class 7 only.
Okay, it's done in 7 na? Fine.
Yes.
It's in class 7 only. Uh, but when we go to polynomial na, at that point of time, these basics will be important, because what we do generally when we go to 9 class or 10 class, they both has polynomial and quadratic equation. At that point of time, we do silly mistake like additions, taking common, okay, and also we do a lot of calculation mistakes. So that's why I'm covering all this in a basic. So binomials, and again we went to mensuration. We just talk about few conceptual questions like this is how you have to think in exam also. If some question comes from now, it's, I guess in class 8 mensuration is there, but very limited shape is there. I guess cube and cuboid is there. Okay, so let's go and uh, see the formulas of cube and cuboid before we wrap up. Okay, so just let's go for cube and cuboid because that would be there in your class. Let me clean everything. Cube and cuboid. Okay, what do you know about cube and cuboid?
They are 3D shape.
Okay, 3D shape. How many faces, vertices, anything you idea? You have idea?
Everything is the same in cube and cuboid. Faces, vertices, and
Mm,
edges. No, no.
that's correct. That's same. That is same, but the dimensions are not same.
Yes.
Okay, if you talk about ages, faces, everything is same between these two, but the volume. Now, when we talk about 3D terms, see, when we talk about 2D, they comes with x dimension, y dimension, only two dimensions. That's why we call it as 2D.
2D.
When we talk about 3Ds, then x, y, and z come into play. That's why it's a three dimension. Okay, and whenever three dimension comes into, the volume concept comes. Okay, whenever there is a three dimension, the volume concept comes into picture.
Sir, then what is 4D?
4D. See, there are so many other dimensions also. Okay, now see, there are planes. Okay, there are planes, and 4D is not actually something realistic. Okay, it's imaginary. Okay, it's imaginary. I feel like when we talk about 2Ds, this is a complete 2D plane. If I
Hmm.
call about 3D, suppose if I am making it in this way, you can see this becomes it is a kind of 3D. If
Hmm.
4D, 5D, 7D, these are all imaginary concepts. Okay, they work on different parameters. Have you watched picture Inception? Okay,
No.
it's a scientific movie, it's a sci-fi movie. It's very interesting, but it's very difficult for students to understand this concept. It has a multi-dimension concept. Okay, the other world kind of thing, multiple dimension. But in reality, you can just see something which is three dimension. More than three dimension, you cannot see. Okay, let me delete all these things. Cubes and cuboids. Okay, the formulas. Let's go and jump into the formula. For cubes, what do you think? What would be the total surface area?
This. A cube.
No, that is volume. See, surface area means each of the area of each of the surface. All six, right?
Haha, 6A square.
Six
Yes.
a square. Okay, where a is the side of
Side of
cube.
cube.
Okay, 6a square. Now, suppose if I say what is the lateral surface area of cube? Lateral surface area. So when I talk about lateral surface area, the top and bottom are excluded.
4
Okay,
a square.
4a square. Okay. Now, if I make a diagram like this, like this way, this is a kind of a cube, which you can box, which you can, when you make it up, it becomes like a cube. So, what would be the area of this if side is a? Total surface area,
5 a square.
5a square. Okay. Now that too also depends. What it depends if it's a single side and both side. Okay. Suppose if you want to make something, paint something, a gift box kind of, and if you want to paint inside as well as outside, then it will be twice into 5a square, right? That
Hmm.
total it will become 10 surfaces, right? Okay, fine. So the total surface area is this, lateral surface area is this, and volume is A into
A
A into
cube.
A. Now, how this volume comes into play? Same as cuboid. Cuboid has length into breadth into height. So in cube, everything is A. That's why it's A into A into A. Okay, fine. Now even the cuboid, for the cuboid part, I always say never remember the formula. When you work as per the question is asking. If they're asking the top is not there, then there will be five surfaces. If there is some base is not there, then again it will be five surfaces. If top and bottom is not, both are not there, then there would be four surfaces.
4 surfaces.
Okay. So you have to work as per the surface. So as per the surface means, for example, if I talk about this cuboid tank. Okay. There is a cuboid tank. The water comes and get into it. If I say about what is the capacity
Then volume.
of volume of this tank, okay. Now if someone asks what is the volume of this tank, okay. Now it depends. It's kind sometimes tricky. It can be volume of the material which the tank is made up of. Okay.
Hmm.
For example, there is just this is a kind of a brick. Consider this is a cuboidal brick, for example.
Hmm.
So it does not have any capacity to hold anything, right? Because it's a solid
Yes.
material. Okay. And same thing, if a empty kind of a tank is there of same size of the brick only, then it
Hmm.
will have a capacity to hold.
Yes.
But indirectly, they both will have same volume
Yes.
unless the width come into picture. Suppose if I show the top view of it, if the tank has some width of it, right, then the volume gets differ because now the actual, suppose this is 10 meters, now the width is 2 meter, so actual cuboidal breadth will become 6 meter because 2 meter from top, 2 meter from down, it's being compressed, right? So now the eventual it becomes 6 meter. So this is how uh, you have to think in different situations. So I generally prefer never remember any formula, just go with the flow. What the questionnaire is asking, just go with it and you'll get the answer correctly. Understand what is the requirement, what the question is asking, instead of just remembering the formula. Okay. Chalo. Last thing I am going to tell you and then I'll close the class. So have you seen this x-axis and y-axis, right? What are the coordinates? Do you know? Coordinates means this is first coordinate, this is second coordinate.
First
Have you heard
quadrant,
about this thing?
quadrant, third
Sorry, my
quadrant,
bad.
fourth quadrant.
Right. So if I say there is a point 2 comma 2, it will lie on which quadrant?
First,
Okay. 2 comma minus 2,
second,
second. Here y is negative, right? So y is negative at this
yes,
point of time and x is
yes,
positive at this point of
this
time.
quadrant.
So where it should be?
4.
2 minus 2. Say both will intersect at this point, right?
4.
If you draw
4th quadrant.
fourth quadrant, correct. If you draw a line, it will intersect at fourth
4.
quadrant. Okay, that's why it's in fourth. So this is what the coordinates play. Suppose the point is minus 2, minus 3, then
3rd quadrant.
third quadrant. So here, if you see, this is negative and this is negative. So any point, suppose x is equal to minus 2 and y is equal to minus 3. So the line would be x is equal to minus 2 is this line and y is equal to minus 3 would be something like here, and it will intersect at this particular point. Okay. So that is why it's in third. Okay. Fine. Good. Now, why these coordinates are important? Okay. Why these coordinates are important? Let me go into a new slide. If I tell you, guys, draw me a line, draw me a line 2x plus 3y is plus 5 is equal to 0. For example, this is something you want to draw into this. Okay. So have you studied about lines, Krishna? Okay, you must have not. Okay, fine. Any linear equation, any line, we generally we say two things. First of all is linear equation. Linear equation. It means straight lines. Okay. If I talk about quadratic, so somewhat like curves. Okay. So suppose the equation is y is equal to 2x plus 5. Okay. I want to draw in this particular xy coordinates. Clear? So tell me, if you put x is equal to 0, what will be the value of y? If x is equal to 0,
0.
what will be the value of y?
7.
No. See, if you put 0
No,
here,
5,
how?
5. 5 only. 5 only.
5 only. Good.
5 only.
If you put value of x is minus 2, what will be the value of y?
Minus 1.
1. Good. So to draw any line on graph, you need minimum of 2 points. So we got our 2 points. One is 0 comma 5, one is minus 2 comma 1. Okay. So 0 comma 5 will be on which quadrant or which line or which axis or what? 0 comma
First
5.
quadrant.
Basically, it will not be a quadrant, it will be on a y axis.
Yes.
Okay. So the line would be for any value, of see x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 5. So this will be this point 0 comma 5. Now second point is minus 2 minus 1. So this will be somewhat around this minus 1 and somewhat around this minus 2,
Minus 2.
this point. Okay. So when you join these 2 points with a scale, we get the equation of this line. So we
This
say that this particular line is y is equal to 2x plus 5.
2x plus 5.
This is how we draw the line. Okay. How many points a line has?
2.
Infinity. Okay.
Ah,
We need only 2 points to draw a line. But the
yes.
opposite. If a line is drawn, it has infinite number of points. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Infinite number of points are there, right? But to draw any line, we need minimum of 2 lines. Okay. Can you draw a straight line by these 3 points?
No.
No. Because it would anyhow bend.
Yes.
Okay. So for the straight line, minimum 2 points, and that too should be more than 2 points are also there, but all points should be collinear.
Yeah.
You must have heard about this word. Okay. Fine. So these are very, very basic things I'm discussing just to make something better. So maybe in the next class or maybe next week we'll be starting our batch. Okay, the batch of 49, or we'll plan it accordingly. It will be monthly around 49 rupees, I feel like, but I am not sure. how it will go, it will be in an offer way. So there are so many students who has already applied for 49. But yeah, there would be a monthly class for 8, 9, 10. 10th I will be teaching. Ninth, 8 also I will be teaching. Ninth or 10th I will be teaching. 8 will be taught by other teacher with me. So yeah. So are you guys you comfortable in English or Hindi also?
Both.
Both. Perfect. Perfect. So yeah, that's all for today. We'll communicate on maybe from next this week onwards. We'll start the class. Okay. So ping me in WhatsApp if you're interested for the class, and we'll be starting the class very soon. Okay.
So
It
it
will be a
is
full fledged. Yeah.
we
What?
have to pay.
See, the free class is the different class. The free class is just for the basic, and the paid class is like just 45 rupees per month. Okay. So how much
Hmm,
money you spend monthly?
I don't know.
You don't know, but it would be definitely more than 100 rupees, right? So it's just 49. So if you go into for any teacher, if you find out, I don't think so anybody will teach for less than 500 rupees per month. I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. And yeah, YouTube, there of course there are free people who are teaching free. And even it doesn't think I maybe I will also make everything free, but just to make interest. Because see, if I make free class, nobody comes. Okay. See, you came, other tomorrow, today you came, tomorrow you will not come. Because you have not given any input, right? So you will be not interested. So that's how it goes in a real world. That's why we generally put on some charges. Okay. For to make students come basically. Okay.
Sir, so can you share the link on WhatsApp?
Yeah, I'll share the link. You just ping hi me on WhatsApp, I'll do that. Okay.
So
Which,
your
by the way,
number?
which link? Yeah, in my number you must be having, right? Or you don't have?
No.
Okay. uh you are there in that group, right?
Yes.
Okay,
The
I'll share
channel,
my
no?
yeah, channel. Yeah,
Hmm.
I'll share that channel. So you have joined that channel from where basically?
It is my mom's.
Okay,
It
your
is
mom.
my
Okay.
mom's phone.
Okay, no problem, buddy. Okay, fine. So visit our official website also, emadmaths.in, and
Hmm.
there would be daily 2 questions coming for free. Practice that. Okay, set
Hmm.
up chapters, add some basic chapter, whichever the topics which you have done in class 7. Just select those chapter and keep practicing. 2 questions a day for now. It later we can upgrade into the paid module, but it's a free for free. We are providing 2 questions daily. Okay.
Sir,
Chalo.
your all
Have a
the
nice.
batches,
What? Sorry.
your all the batches are for 50 rupees.
Yes, my all the batches are for 49 rupees. Yes, per month. 49 batches. Why? Any question you have?
No,
No. Okay. You want me to make it free or what?
no, I was just asking.
Okay. No problem. Perfect. See, yeah, I don't know how many students are will be going into the batch. It can be like 2 students also we are going to teach. It's not about, and we'll be teaching everything on live on YouTube. So eventually everything is on YouTube. Okay. The discussions would be on YouTube, but the classes would be on Google Meet or Zoom, anything. Okay. But the discussion or doubt classes will be on live stream on YouTube. Okay. Thanks for your time, Krishna. It was lovely interacting with you, and I hope you learned something today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye.
Have a nice day.
Hmm.
So guys, that was all about this class, and we are planning, we are testing a lot of things, we are looking into students interest and all those things, so accordingly we'll choose. There are so many people who are just saying that yeah they will join but they are least interested. I don't know why, but it's okay, no problem. Maybe 2 3 years down the line, I'm saying it live today, maybe 2 3 years down the line they would be asking me to teach, but at that point of time I would not be teaching anyone. So till the time I am teaching, enjoy. Chalo, have a nice day. Bye bye. And yeah, Sinchan, if you're hearing, you are not doing that practice session, so definitely I'll be excluding your that from that particular subscription. Okay, because I promised whoever is doing that, I'll give it for free. If you're not doing it up, purchase and do it. Thank you. Thank you. Have a nice day, everyone. Bye bye.